So I don't know what the heck just happened. I apologize in advance because I don't know what just went down. I seriously don't know what just happened. That joint just quit on me. I think it was because of the. Bro, I think because of the music, they shut my joint down.
Play one
What's
of
good,
your
Trey?
stuff.
Yeah, I think it was because of the
Play
music.
your
Bet,
just play an instrumental. One of your instrumentals. A fire joint.
bet.
What's up, y'all? Come back in here. We are here.
Yeah,
We are
we here, y'all.
here.
My fault. Instagram was being weird. Dang, twin.
We are on Facebook Live. I'm sorry, Instagram Live.
Fox, Instagram, all of that good stuff.
We are live.
Play y'all. I'll play y'all a little something.
Y'all come on in. What's going on, y'all?
Show them new diet packages. Not tonight, man.
We are here, yo.
Avis and Lil's IG.
Hey.
That freaking.
Hey. We are here. Avis, what's up? Real, what's up?
We gonna get y'all on here, y'all. I
We
promise.
on here. Come on in. Come on in. We finna get started in a minute. Tune in. Tune in. Tune in. Share it. We are live. Let's go. Hey,
We
hey,
live, y'all.
hey. What's up? Yeah. My Wi-Fi going in and out,
Paris
bro.
back on here was good. Yeah, your joint was shaking a little bit.
Drew, my joint fine or keep cutting in and out?
It's still a little laggy, but I can hear you.
Yeah. What about now? Much better?
That's better. Yeah, that's better. A little better.
I'm trying.
Not
It's
yet.
still
Get it
going crazy,
together.
bro?
Nah, it's
What is it
still a little
doing?
laggy. It's just like what you saying is coming
So
after
it's not
what
in
you
sync with
said.
the video.
Yeah. Uh-oh, D on here. Uh-oh.
We, we, we
Just
good
a little
now?
started. Yeah, I can still hear you clear. It's just your video is
Let me
just going crazy. You must
let
got
me use my
AOL.
other let me use my other phone.
D. Just a little quick little vibe I did a while ago. It's a little Jane C vibe for y'all. Y'all want to hear something else while we wait? I think you back.
What about now, bro? We better?
Yep. Yep.
Much better?
Yes, sir.
Bet.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
No thanks, bro.
Pastor Brown, yes, Juby does do tracks. He actually records as well. He's a full producer, arranger, all of that. He got a business set up for it. If you need anything for your music, bro, I would definitely recommend you hollering at Juby.
Yeah, just
Chill,
hit me. I
chill,
got you
chill.
for sure.
Never mind. I ain't gonna start.
We don't.
I ain't gonna
Don't
start.
go crazy. Don't go crazy.
Yo, fellas, sirs, ma'ams, madams, bro hams, what the
Madams.
deal? What's up? Pastor Brown, actually just go ahead and follow him right now and then send him a DM.
Yeah, I got you. Please don't
Destiny.
contact him. I'm still Destiny. Your song has been
Forever.
waiting forever. You the
Well, what's
hold
good,
up,
bro?
not me. Not me. Your song is done. Real was good. MK was good, bro. Kel Bailey.
Everybody, what's going on? How's your day been? What's up? We're not gonna be here long.
What's
I
up, bro?
promise you. We not. We are not.
We gonna see, cause this job may get a little intense. That
Today, so the main topic today, let's just throw it out there right now. The main topic today
let me
is
put it in.
bet. Drew, bro just followed you.
Yo,
Um
just follow.
we're gonna
I'm working on the project.
we're gonna get him right. Pause. Yo,
Let's do it.
so the main topic today is value. Me and Juby, and I'm gonna repeat this a little later
Value,
on
man.
once we start the actual talking about it later. But we was on a live a few lives ago. What was it, like 2 lives ago? About I think episode 6. And
Yep.
no. We gonna get there, Paris. I promise you. Episode 6. Episode 6. We talked about. We
Here
was
she
talking
go.
and someone said that men. One of our guests said that ladies are born with value and men aren't. So today we're gonna talk about value. All right, we're gonna talk about value
My God.
today. Paris, how about you come up here and be a guest? How about that?
It's right.
How about
She
you come
ain't
up here
gonna
and
do
be a
that though.
guest? Destiny, how about you come up here? Get Destiny on here, bro.
I got you.
Get Destiny up here.
Yeah, this out of pocket. Whatever. Answer that
Y'all,
invite,
please
this.
stop adding me while I'm in a bonnet.
Oh.
What is wrong with y'all?
You know what's funny? When somebody adds you to a video, you don't have to approve it. You don't gotta accept it.
You right.
But you did,
But
Nisi.
what y'all want to talk about?
What's your topic? What's your topic?
Oh, I can't say it. I can't say it on here.
Oh God!
The Saints
I already
are
know what
watching
it
me.
is.
What's your
I thought we
topic?
were talking about value.
We are, but we're gonna get there. What's your topic?
Oh, okay. Let me come up with it. Oh, let's talk about how you be doing electric shocks in church in the corners.
Get her off. Thank you, Des, for coming. We appreciate you. We love you. She started.
Praise God.
Start early.
Praise God.
Let's see who on here, because I need to we got a topic. Get Avis on here. Avis, can you send it to her. Send her the request. Let's see if she'll come on. And get D'Anthony on here.
Hey,
man. Good people.
Nah, let's get another female.
D not finna get on.
Samaja's on here. Let's see if Samaja get on.
Alright.
Hey.
What's good?
Let's get Samaja on here. Let's see if she'll get on. So we have two females, 2 guys.
Everybody
What's
get
going on,
on.
y'all?
Get your peoples in the house, Doc.
Stanley, what up?
The answer I want to
Get
say some
me on. I
cusses.
want to
My
say
bro
some
Jeremy, what's good,
cuss.
man?
Samaja didn't accept
See
the
if Paris
invite.
accepted.
Yep. Paris
Call
is not coming
Ariel.
up here, bro.
See if Ariel
Yo,
accepted.
what's good? Alright.
Somebody say,
Or we can get or, or we
Get her.
or we can get Genesis up here. What's good? Y'all coming
We
in
got something to
today?
talk about.
Okay. All right.
All right,
And she
so with
declined
all
to.
the, so with
Dang,
everyone
y'all
that's
must
on
not.
here, we
Hello.
need one more female. So if you want to come up and talk, put your put a hand up or something, or just say I.
I.
And if not, if not, we're just gonna jump right into it.
Destiny the chef was good.
He said,
Yo, Bria's on
Grace
here.
and P.
See, yo,
So
um,
church.
Bria, would you come? Would you want to come up? I said a female, not you, Joshua. Unless you're a female.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, hello.
On here.
Why y'all declining today? Are
Bria, you
you
want to come
good?
up?
Hello. Y'all got y'all bonnets on. That's what it is.
Mo, come up.
Mo,
Uh-uh.
what up?
You need somebody got
Uh-uh.
some
Nah.
experience in life.
Come on, Bria.
Juby, yeah. Really, Juby.
All right. We're gonna jump right into it, bro.
Let's
We
do
had a
it.
conversation with one of our sisters, and the conversation was, this is just one of them. The conversation was, is does intimacy disqualifies a relationship? So basically, if the person that you're with does not meet your standards intimately, I think that's, give me props, Drew. I said it. I said it good. Give me props.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
person that
Yeah.
you
You
are
did. You
with
did. You did.
does not satisfy you intimately. We're all grown. We know what that means.
My God.
Would you leave?
Antoine
Oh, he's
Cooks.
here
What
because
up?
you famous.
Whatever.
See, get Paris on here now. Now get Paris
Get.
on here. Now get Paris
Come
on
on.
here.
Come on.
Come on, Paris.
Because Ava's ready.
Let's go.
She,
And that's how you gonna
she's
decline.
trash.
How you gonna
She's
decline
trash.
right when I
He said,
Okay,
I'm playing. All right.
but yes, it does. I gotta go. Okay, bet. Go ahead. Hey, what's your take on it?
Um, I'm a little older than I'm older than both of you, and I've been married, and some of the things that I learned is that intimacy is first has a lot to do with
That's good.
yourself. You have to
Mm-hmm,
know what it is that you like.
mm-hmm,
You have to know what it is that you want, and you have to be an effective communicator. There has to be some serious communication that has to be had in order for um, intimacy to go down the way it needs to. Um, at the root of intimacy um, is communication. Um, and like Pastor Brown just said, a sexual experience is not intimacy. Um, it's about communication. It's about conversation. It's about getting to know someone. Um, that's my take on it. I can't expect you to know me if you don't know me.
okay,
You got to get to know me
True.
in order to
okay,
know me. You know what I mean? And then you got to learn me. You have to be an eternal student, a forever student. You have to be pliable because what you did with the last woman ain't gonna work here. We're two different people. So you got to be willing to learn. You got to be willing to get to know someone on more than one level. Because you can touch my mind and not ever touch my body, and we can be more intimate than we could have ever been had it been physical. So
Wow.
for me, yeah, intimacy. Yes, intimacy is a deal breaker or a deal maker because intimacy is about communication. You got to be able to talk to me. You got to talk nice to me. You got to know how to talk to me. You got to know how to engage me mentally. Because if you don't engage me mentally, you ain't coming near me physically.
And I only said intimately because I didn't want to
I
just
understand we
flat
got
out just
people
say
of a
sexual
certain age
experience.
on here. We have to be grammatically correct, politically correct. Absolutely.
So, so that's why Jay, Mr. Brown,
But
Pastor Brown. That's why I said what I said.
Like Pastor Brown said, a sexual
Hmm.
experience does not equate to intimacy. There's difference.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So for everyone that's on here, basically, now let me just be raw. The conversation right now is if your partner does not please you sexually,
Hmm.
is that a deal breaker? Would you leave? That's the conversation. That's what Ava just spoke on. Let's hit some of these chats messages real quick. Some
Comments.
comments.
Cause y'all
Priya
y'all
said
in
you
here
gotta touch
tonight.
the
I
mind and the
love it.
body the right way. Okay.
Shayna,
Conversations
what's
you don't
good?
have
Love you.
with everyone very personal. Okay, Destiny. Period. That's it.
Paris said, "Gotta
Okay.
go."
Nah,
Here
Paris,
we
stay
go.
on.
But see
Uh-uh.
that therein lies the issue, like with casual encounters. You know what I'm saying? Casual
Hmm.
physical encounters. A casual physical encounter ain't gonna give a damn about. Excuse my French. They're
Right.
not gonna care about pleasing you because
True.
it's about them getting them. You know what I mean? It ain't about them pleasing you.
Love you more.
True.
If you're in a relationship with someone, if you are seeking something with someone and you're trying to build, then you need to be willing to learn that person.
I believe it.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can, you got to be able to teach and you got to be able to learn.
Mercedes. Paris said that she'll be out of the relationship. She can't do it. It can be if they're not willing to learn. Absolutely, Chantel. Like if they're not willing to learn, definitely. I
Absolutely.
mean,
If they're not
I'm
willing to
about to
learn, then we
say
got to
if
go.
they're
There's
if
no
they're
point wasting my time. I'm not gonna waste my time.
absolutely.
if there isn't at least a try
Hmm.
in whoever you with or whatever, like that goes back to what I said last week, bro. Like if you in the situation, and you're not willing to grow or y'all not willing to grow together or whatever, then why you
Paris
doing
said
it?
you got two tries for me. That's it. Paris, you my girl through and through.
Bria said again, the other person has to be
they
willing to put pride aside to learn what pleases their partner. You may have been top one to your ex, but trash to the current. You got to be willing to
Uh,
learn.
Somebody has a question, and
1 second. Let's get there. Hold on. I'll be a good listener. I believe it should not. I wish I could stay, but that'll work. Jay, we love you, man. Not to throw it off, I have a question. Okay, this is what it was talking about. If y'all don't mind, if you are in a marriage 10 years plus and your mate loses their spark, are you going to leave or stay and mold them back or better?
so I don't think that either one of us are qualified to answer that question because neither of us have been in a marriage 10 plus
Yeah,
years.
10 plus
Saquon, you've
years.
been in a marriage the longest, but even
nope.
still, we still are not in a place to have that kind of conversation. That would be
Yeah,
a question
yeah,
better equipped for the man that leads us, Bishop Mark L. House.
right.
He's an amazing leader. He's an amazing counselor, and he can get you where you need to be. I do encourage you to go follow him at Bishop Mark L. House at BISHOPMLHUOUSE,
Put
and
that
he will get you right
book.
every single time. But
Jay,
we're
Jay,
not gonna talk about nothing we don't
Plug,
have the
shameless
experience
plug.
in. At least
Jay,
I'm
can we
not.
get
I
you?
can't
Can we?
dictate or
Jay, can
regulate the
you come in
bros
here?
chat because I'm just slow. But I'm not gonna comment on it.
Jay, can you come on here and answer that question since you've been married for 24 years?
Absolutely.
Facts.
Tell your job to hold on. You run everything there anyway. And I say that because these men be
And I
talking
said,
like they know what they're doing and they've been giving their best ever.
I got 5 minutes, bro.
And you come to me, you pumping like Paris, you crazy. Bro, what's going on, man?
What's up, bro? I got 5 minutes.
Go
I really,
ahead. Touch on it.
I really but that question point on a point that I really wanted to make, but I said I had to go, is at a certain aspect of your life in the honeymoon in the honeymoon aspect of your marriage, uh talking marriage, because if we're talking in Christendom, that should be the only time we're talking about the sexual experience anyway, if we're really talking biblical, or we're just talking general. Now I'm going to
Absolutely.
come because I'm a pastor, so I'm going to come from
Absolutely, Pastor. Absolutely.
okay. When you're married, you make an obligation to God to have and to hold from this day forward, and sickness and health from this day forward. It doesn't mean I'll stay as long as my sexual experience is good, as long as the money's good. It means whatever it takes for me to make this marriage work. If it's finding other ways to make it work, if like she said, communication is vital, is key, it is important. Being able to have a communication with your spouse is a number one. But should your sexual experience dictate whether you stay or whether you leave marriage? Absolutely not. Because what if 5 years down the road, the person that you love and swore to and gave God your word that you would be with this person until death did you part becomes ill, and for a moment or for a time cannot perform the way you used to? Do you leave? In that instance, is that a deal breaker? But mind you, he's taking care of you. He's done all that he did to secure you, to make you comfortable, and you leave because your sexual experience is not what you're used to. We want the other person to adjust, but we have to be willing to adjust ourselves. You know,
True.
and I think that's why a lot of marriages fail, is because we go with our self expectation and we don't adjust to the other person's changes that they go through in life. Because we all, I got married. I was 24. I'm 47 now. I'm not the same guy I was when I was 20.
Right.
I'm not the same dude. My wife is not the same woman. There's things, there's periods of life we go through that change. And I got married young, so I had growing pains.
Yes, Lord.
That took me and my wife went through it too. Selfish times in a marriage, and that's why we have to be careful. Be careful how we're talking, because people are on here and they're talking from like she said, an experience. Just you gotta watch your relationship, because if it's fly by night and you're just going to and fro, like I'm going to see who you may devour. That's a different whole conversation.
Right.
But if you're in a relationship, and I think that's why relationships don't last, is because we don't understand what relationship means. We want what we want from the relationship, but a relationship is a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? And a lot, we get selfish in relationship when we have to understand the other person. We don't want to understand the other person. We don't want to understand what they're going through. But the bottom line is, if you make a vow to God to be with your wife or your spouse until death do you part, you have to work that out. I've been through a lot of experiences. Saquon knows some of them. I've been through some experiences in my marriage that I didn't always hold my vows. You know what I'm saying? But and times came up where we thought maybe that was it, maybe we go our separate way. But then we remembered that we didn't make it just a vow to each other. There's a third person involved in those vows, and that person is more important than the person I made the vow to. I made a and I have to keep that vow with him, because it's important to keep the promise with God. You can lie to me, you can lie to your neighbor, but it's important to God, because He will hold you your promises. So should to answer the question, should sexual experience dictate your relationship once you get married? Absolutely not. And if we're talking biblical, you have that many experiences. Well, because I've had them too, but we should have and experiences outside of our marriage. What happens? We
Jesus.
live life. Life happens, right? Things happen.
Right.
If you
Absolutely.
do, you should be in a relationship comfortable enough that's gearing toward marriage, where by that time it's not an issue for you.
Right.
Gotcha. Pastor Jay, thank you, man.
Love you, man.
Thank you for coming
Bro,
on, man. Love you, man.
Appreciate you, man, for
I
real.
gotta go. I'm sorry. Have fun again. I'll come on. I'll talk with y'all. But I
Yes,
got.
sir.
All right. Love you
Yes,
guys.
sir. Love you too, man. Gary Coach, what up, bro? Yo,
All right,
so
man.
so
Be safe.
let's hit this the comments real quick. Jay Boogie said, as a woman who has never been sexually active, I'm gonna be pissed if I waited all this time and end up unsatisfied, especially if that person is experienced. Okay.
Well, how are you going to be
Ryan,
pissed
what
if
up,
you've
bro?
never been sexually active? You don't even know what you like.
I
You're
wasn't
in
even
the
gonna
you're
touch
in
Just
a
that.
about to
prime
ask that
position.
question.
I was gonna leave it
You're in a
alone.
prime position to evolve into something that most of us have forfeited because of our decisions. You're in the prime position to mold whoever you're with into the person that you need them to be
Mm-hmm.
as far as pleasing you. So how would you why would you be pissed? Do you know what you like? Do you know what you don't like? Do you even know what an orgasm is? Because having an orgasm and coming are two different things, but we're not gonna step on that either.
She baila son de la bahoya, la bandia grande le
Jesus.
diante
Get
de dia.
that about see.
All right.
All
Glory.
right.
Glory to God.
Okay.
Free. Ho!
Bria said, if you've
Jesus.
never been sexually active, you might be pissed the
Hello?
first
We
time
came to
Because
talk
regardless.
today.
it ain't no bed
Amy
of
came to
roses and it
talk
ain't no
today.
walking in no peace field, honey.
Tommy, what up, bro? Tommy Powell. CT.
I'll see you the Amazon link, Wilson. She's so dumb. What is wrong with y'all? So in all actuality, basically, if the person if the person is willing to listen, then we game. Is that what we getting at?
Listen, learn.
Listen,
I mean,
learn, take heed.
I know me.
Mercedes,
I
go.
Yeah.
Mercedes, go
I
home.
know me. So
Yeah,
yeah, I know me. So I know what I'm satisfied, what I can be satisfied with, and with what I can't.
right, right. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Jude, you got a question, bro? Got a question for Avis or anything?
um,
Oh Jesus, Jude.
Ask it.
nah, I actually think I'm good. She kind of
I guess.
said everything.
So
Yeah, people should be willing to explore their
the pleasures
pleasures
together, finding what
together,
works for them.
finding what works for
Absolutely, I
them
agree.
and
I
them
agree.
only.
I
I
agree
agree.
wholeheartedly.
Let's shift this and move to this next topic. Is Paris still on here? I hope she is. She is. Okay. So we're not acting scared. We're acting smart. We're using wisdom. Um. Let's move on
Facts.
this other topic, and this topic is going to absolutely Paris and but we can go but so far, like we can go but so far, and I'll leave it there. And this topic down by the state, actually Paris, it was the one that gave us this other topic as well. And this is going to lead us to value. Okay. She sent me a video, and I'm gonna play the video for y'all. I'm gonna play the video for y'all, and y'all tell me what y'all think, and then we're gonna go into value right after this. Just bear with me one moment. Let me find it real quick. It shouldn't be here pretty far. There we go. All right. Let's do it this way. Here we go.
House because I'm an electrician. What do you bring to the table as a woman? What do you realistically do other than have sex? Every lady here, I want to know, what are you bringing to the table for the man that takes care of you? Here we go. And take notes. So what I do is I make that house that you pay for, that you pay that mortgage for, I make it at home. I cook the meals. I'm washing clothes. That's $100 a week. Don't play with me. I can get it made. No. You see that's where you're going wrong. It costs more than $100 a week to have somebody cook for you, to have somebody clean up after you. Because a lot of times, you men become our children. All right, we dress y'all, we pick out y'all clothes, we cook for y'all. The men complain that it started off that way, but then they start slacking. They don't do what they don't keep up with that same type of energy, but they expect the man to keep that same energy of continuing providing in that aspect. So I'm hearing the complaints. So you can speak for yourself, but a lot of women, I don't want to cook. Let's backtrack. I make a house a home. All the furniture you get to come home and lay up on, I pick that shit out. You know what I'm saying? When the paper towels go away in the bathroom, you know who goes to the store to get them? You know who gets on Amazon to get that? All the shit that you don't even think about that makes your life easier, I do that. You understand? Let me ask you a question, right? Everything that you're telling me can be bought. Guess what? I can have an assistant order me paper towels and groceries on Amazon. Actually, I get Whole Foods delivered to my house weekly. It's a subscription. I get meal preps every week. My meal preps is $120, and I get 3 meals a day. Make myself my own breakfast. That's 4 square meals. I have another cleaner charge me $100 a week to come clean. You are only saving me $6. What are you bringing outside? Listen, if you ask a man, what is he bringing to the bringing a house to the table? That I can also pay for myself. Okay, but you're not. But I can. But you're not. But I can. But you're not, and you're not willing to. I am willing to. I was taking care of myself before I was married. And you got married and stopped taking care of yourself.
Wow.
I still take care of shit. That's the thing. Listen, I'm not saying you can't make money. What you're bringing to this table is a service that can be paid for versus what a man has to bring to the table for your house because I'm an electrician. What are you bringing to the
So
Oh,
that
God.
was also sent to me. But before we go into that, this Ashton Smith guy, what's goofy? He commented and said, "This is
I
goofy."
think he might have been
I
Oh, I
want
talking.
missed
to know
that.
what's goofy. Since he wrote it, if you're talking about
Yeah, what you referring
if
to,
he's
Big
talking about the
Dog?
video, I want to get your standpoint on what's goofy about the video. But if not, I want to know what's goofy.
Mm. We're going to wait on his answer, right?
Back to the video. Yeah, we're gonna wait for his answer. We're gonna see if he's still here, if he responds. Because one thing
Mercedes said,
about this,
no, no, no.
one thing about this live. I don't know about any other lives that y'all been on. We respect each other and we respect what everybody is doing. So I mean, I just want to be clear. But back to the video. So hey, what you think about that? What you think about that video?
I am,
Said the New
I can
Yorker.
only speak from APV, okay? Everything that I'm saying is
Juby,
Avis's point of view.
get Mercedes on here as well. See if she'll come up.
Uh,
Go ahead, A. I'm sorry.
everything, that's cool. Everything that I'm saying is Avis's point of view.
Right.
I know myself. I'm fully aware of who I am, who I'm not, and who I'll never be.
Mm-hmm.
And I I believe that leading with who I am, who I'm not, and who I'll never be when I meet someone
Mm-hmm.
is of the utmost importance because I'm a particular breed of animal. And
Mm-hmm.
so I know what I don't do. Those things that she's talking about, I don't do them. Like that gentleman in that video, I pay for people to do those things for me, um, because people have different perspectives on what a wife should be or what a husband should be. That's why it's important to communicate with the people that you are looking to pursue or be in a relationship with. You guys, you there needs to be a conversation had on the front end. What are you expecting? What are your expectations? What are your deal makers and your deal breakers? Because those things, the cooking and the cleaning and putting paper towels on the rack, you should be able to do that for yourself. Because men don't work, don't eat, and a man is not gender specific. I have to
Right.
work to put food in my refrigerator because it's me at this house here. I pay the cost to be the boss where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? So
Slim, how you doing?
I believe that marriage and is so much more than that. What I bring to the table has everything to do with my character, my integrity, who I am when you're not around, how I feel about you, how I put action to the words that I tell you. These are the things that add to my value, and that is not gender specific either. We are all born with. You said someone said something about being invaluable or bring women are born with value, men are not. Is that
Yeah.
what was said? Um. Okay. If I were to decide to have a child, I can't have a child without a seed. I can't get a seed without a man. Even if it's artificial insemination,
Mm-hmm.
they got to get that seed from a man. So how are you not valuable if you hold the seed that creates a legacy? That's just my take
True.
on it.
Mm,
That value is based on a person's perspective, how their upbringing, what they deem as valuable. So what I bring to the table is specific, just like what you bring to the table as a man, Juby, what you bring to the table as a man, Saquon, all different. And so it's about who is going to see the value in you
Absolutely.
and say, you know what, you're my type of crazy. Let's do it.
facts.
I mean, it's that simple to me. You're not going to find value in me cooking and cleaning because I don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that doesn't. And that
And if
doesn't.
you
That
want to know
doesn't.
if you want to know what my value is, you got to be with me.
And that doesn't take. And what you may not do that other men deem a wife or significant other should do. That doesn't lessen who you are.
It does not lessen my value because I'm invaluable. You can't put a
Right.
price tag on what I do and what I bring to
Right.
a relationship. You can't put a value on what I bring to a relationship. Because if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. It don't matter
Right.
how you feel about it. I can't cook Juby no
Juby,
meal.
what's your take
I'm
on that?
not Juby's girlfriend.
Right. Not Avis. Mercedes, what do you think about that video?
It's bullshit. Not just saying. Hey,
Eels, hey.
um, you know, can y'all hear me? Cause my fan is blazing.
Yeah, we can hear you, boo.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. You just
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
people coming to, and this is my opinion. The opinion of Mercedes is not that of the bros, but I believe that people come into relationships like with a leech mentality. Why do I have to have the table bring like are we not in this to enhance each other? Like it's real
Right.
confusing the standpoint that bro is coming from. Like, what do you bring to the table? I bring a house. Like, that means you're in competition with me, which further
Right.
supports the idea that we should not be together. If you're not
Amen to that.
coming with me, joining me, and we are not growing together, then maybe we don't need to do this. That's how I feel about it.
We are
Juby,
taught
what
to
you think,
find
bro?
our ministry before we find our mate. And finding our ministry has everything to do with
Absolutely.
making sure that we're solid and we're whole, complete, and healed individuals before we go into any kind of marriage, any kind of relationship. And I'm here to tell you, um, you don't wanna do that if you're not healed or whole. I want you to learn from my mistakes, from my rebellion, from my impatience. You do not want to go into a marriage if you are not healed, if you're not whole, if you are not submitted, if you're not willing to submit,
Very
because
true.
submission is not just for a woman, it's for a man. Um, and I learned the hard way that it is impossible to submit to a man who is not submitted to God or not submitted to a higher authority in his life, not submitted to a leader, not submitted to a covering. It is difficult and it is impossible, and it will not work.
Someone in the comments said
Yeah.
if I bring the table, you have to bring the food or something. I can't bring everything. Samada said if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. Juby, what's your take on you gotta know what submission is first, absolutely. Juby, what is your take on the video as a man? And we're gonna get yeah,
Um,
what's your take on the video, bro?
I think dude is a cornball. Being real. Um, why is that always the go-to for somebody who say, "Oh, I bring the house, I bring the cars, I pay for this, I pay for that"? Why are you sitting here acting like you just got it all together and don't want to be real about, you know, who be real with whoever you with to say, "Hey, such and such and such is going on. This is what I'm dealing with and getting better with." You just out the gate. I provide the house. I do this. I do that. Not saying you don't, but don't just negate the woman's aspect of she can't do this if she wanted to or if she needed to. So you coming off rip saying no, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. That doesn't matter. The food and the cleaning and all the other stuff don't matter because I'm providing the bulk of what's needed for our quote unquote relationship.
Destiny said
I
right.
just think
So
it's dumb.
yeah. Destiny said right. So your mind and your heart, your soul ain't in it. Just the house and the car. Avis once again said, in the end, they sound like a bunch of kids playing house. Samada, dude, said it like he was obligated to do all of those things, like it was impossible for him to do those things, those same things. I agree. Um, what else you got to say,
Exactly.
bro? Was that it?
Um,
How do you feel?
I
Let
say
me.
it all the
Go
time,
ahead,
bro.
bro. Go ahead. My fault. Go
Like
ahead.
I say it all the time. Relationships aren't one sided. Besides communication and everything else, you can't go in a relationship just being like, "Oh, you gotta do this and you gotta do that," and if you don't do that, I'm leaving you, or if you don't do this, or if whatever. Like I know plenty of women that can pay for houses, pay for cars, pay for whatever. That's material stuff. Like I think Destiny said it, or somebody said it. When do we get back to the love factor, or like the loyalty factor, or actually caring for who the heck you with? Like caring about what they go through. Don't just push them on the back burner because you worried about a house and a car.
So right, it sounds like a
Like
dictatorship.
it's
Yeah.
weird, but yeah.
How do you feel about
But that's my 2 cents.
when the lady was like, um, you know, I can do and I did all of those things before I got married because sex got so easy to get love. Got harder to find. When she said, I did those things before I got married. Now I'm married. Basically, she was like, now I'm married. And basically, you know, I bring everything else other than not bringing a house or whatever. I handle all the things that you, as a man, don't think about. Because let's be frank, us men, we don't think about having to go buy no paper towels. We don't think about having to go buy no toilet tissue. We ain't thinking about having to go buy
True.
no soap. We just know it's there when we
Nasty.
need it. You know what I'm saying?
There's a video out, a gentleman saying, talking about how a woman is a multiplier. You give her
Mm-hmm.
the house, she'll make it a home. You give her a seed, she'll give you
Mm-hmm.
children. We are taught that the men are supposed to provide, right? That's societal standards. Men are supposed to provide. Women are supposed to
And
keep the
providing don't
house.
always mean monetary.
It does not.
Okay. Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
It's guidance. It's being Lord in your
I just
house.
wanted to throw that out there.
Right.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's about what works best in your house. It may be
Thank you.
that it works best, Juby, that you be a stay-at-home dad because of the nature of your work. You got to be consistently in front of a computer all day, right? Somebody needs to be there when your kid gets home. It works for your house. They may not work for Saquon's house. You see what I'm saying? Everybody has this blanket idea, but we're not blanket people. We're different people with different upbringings, different situations. Life happens. Life throws Murphy's laws. Everything that can happen will happen. So you have to be pliable. You have to be amenable, and you have to be able to compromise and work through it. But you got to communicate on the front end about what it is that you want, who you are, and who you're not, what you are looking for, so that you guys can decide, okay, maybe this ain't for me. You know, my life ain't for everybody. I'm at church till 1 o'clock in the morning. I drop of a hat. I'm in another state singing or on stage. I do not want children. I have no intention of having children. And there's no man, there's no appendage, and no mouth in the world that will make me decide to have children. I am not to be changed. You can't come in and change me. If God don't do it, it can't be done. So don't come in trying to change me thinking, oh, she said she don't want kids, but maybe she just ain't been with me. No, precious. Don't waste your time. I said what I said. I don't want children. My life is not for children. I'm rich auntie vibes over here. I like being Auntie Avis. I'm good with that. I can barely keep a dog. So why would I have a kid? You see what I'm saying? I know who I am and who I'm not. So going in, I let you know this is my life. Okay. Now, I need you to have your own life. I just want to be your favorite part. I need to be the
Right.
favorite part of your life. I don't want to be your whole life. You got to be your own person, your own thing going on, your own life.
The
You got pieces of you that are in place that you already know what you want to do and how you doing it. Fine. You got your ministry in place, whatever your ministry is, whatever God's called you to do, you doing it. And you've come alongside me. I've come alongside you, and we decided, oh, we can do this life together.
The thing I hate is if you know this not finna be for you, or you can't handle somebody's personality or lifestyle or whatever, just don't waste their time. So much time in relationships I feel like have been wasted because they weren't upfront.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get married
Mm-hmm.
or you propose or whatever, and you wasted so many years, month, whatever, trying to figure out if you really want this. By that time y'all done had kids, whatever, and you doing it just to do it. But where's the meaning behind it? Like, did you actually mean to do this? Did you actually mean to get whoever you got pregnant? Like, does that matter to you? Does that person's life matter to you
The other
before you
part of
even?
that, Juby, is if you go in. I've had someone tell me I stayed and I did and I was apart because I loved you and I thought it would work. Well, listen, love yourself enough to know when it's not working. Yeah, because niggas be lying. Destiny, go to sleep.
Destiny, bro.
Love yourself enough to know when it's run its course. You know, don't stay thinking, oh, that's like the woman that stays with the guy, hoping he gonna propose to her, and she 15 years in and he ain't popped not one question other than where my food. He not gonna pop that question, precious. Go on, go on. Just leave. Okay, you done wasted your life. You know, that's like this whole Lori and Michael B. Jordan thing.
I
Everybody's
didn't
so upset with this girl.
I haven't been updated on that yet. I heard about it on the radio, but I wasn't paying attention. I'm definitely gonna read up on that junk though.
Definitely read up
So what
on it and
happened?
make that the next episode or whatever. But
Yeah. I'll read up on it. Let's
they're
just
no
talk about
longer
it right now. I'll read
together.
up on it.
Yeah, yeah. Read up on it. Do some research. Make sure we get the facts together. But everybody's so you need to know what you want. At the end of the day, you need to know what you want, and you need to pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the signs. And I'm only telling you what I know because I've been the woman that's been so blinded by, the fact that they are a genuinely nice person. They treat me nice.
Yeah,
They take good care of me. They're good to me. They didn't fold under pressure. They didn't buckle when things got hard. But at the end of the day, that still wasn't who God had for me. And I knew, God knew, but
right.
God also knew I wasn't gonna leave. God had to disrupt the relationship in order for me to bow out. Had to
Yeah.
make the person disgusted with me for me to realize that it wasn't what he wanted me to have. So I've
Someone in
been the
the
one that
chat,
stayed knowing that it wasn't going nowhere, but I
right?
loved him and I wanted to be with that person because in my mind at the time, that was as good as it was going to get,
Wow,
which means
wow,
that there was a serious breakdown in what I thought I deserved, which means I
wow.
needed to get back to who to reminding myself who I am and who God made me,
Your value.
my value. I will
Can I?
praise thee for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I know this
Hello.
full well. I had to remind myself.
Right. So someone in the chat said in the comments said the problem is people in these gender roles, and I'm just going to read them. We're not going to discuss it unless it's just something that wasn't spoken yet. The problem is people in these gender roles, at the end of the day, it's about knowing the person you're with and being willing to do whatever meets needs to be done if the other one isn't able to. Destiny said people be trying to force things. Um, Crystal said people do that because it fits their image. Taylor said be upfront about who you are and what you want. I have lived by that my whole life. Jay Boogie said again, no matter how prepared you think you are, you'll need the help and support of your partner at some point.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Um, Let me say this about this video. Y'all don't kill me.
Lord.
Jesus.
Let me
What's
say this
that? What
about
you
this
say?
video. Let me say this about this video. What they said is in certain households, certain instances, certain females was true. And I'm referring to the second guy when he said, when the lady said, you know, she cooked, clean, all that other stuff that she said. No, I'm not gonna piss nobody off. Y'all gonna love me after this. Watch, like y'all always do. She said, she make the home, she make the house a home. She cook, clean, take care of what men don't take care of, such as going grocery shopping, cooking, buying paper towels, whatnot, whatever. The second guy said, "Yeah, y'all do that, but y'all slack off." I honestly feel like and believe in some households it's true. In the beginning, it's just like first. Okay, it's just like so y'all females won't kill me. It's just like a man.
Mm-hmm.
How some men in the first in the beginning of
They hard. They going
They
hard because
in
they
the
cool.
trying to
beginning
get you,
we
and
go
then
we
when they
go
got
hard.
you,
When
that's
we
it.
got you, we fall back because now we feel like now we get too comfortable,
Right.
right?
But who don't
I
need
feel
toilet paper though? How would you slack off getting toilet paper?
right, right.
Like, don't you need to?
But not in that instance, but in instance of you know when you first some females when you first move into a house, move into make it a home, whatever. When you first move into a house, you're cooking nonstop, you're cleaning nonstop. Also in the beginning of a relationship, if this fits you. Let
Mm-hmm.
me say that if this fits you,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna do it. It's just like I just said. It's just like a man. You're
Mm-hmm.
gonna do it, but you're going to you're going to the consistency of you doing it is going to diminish.
Absolutely.
But in my me, I have no problem with that because at the end of the day, it's going to diminish based upon your lifestyle.
Right. Things
Your
change.
lifestyle,
You introduce
exactly.
kids. You introduce sickness.
Exactly. I'm not
Life
expecting you.
happens.
If before we got if while we was together and in the beginning and you're cooking, let's say Sunday to Saturday, and you're cooking, right? And you start having kids, I'm not expecting you to sit there and slave over a stove from Sunday to Monday. That's just me.
Right. But
Not
that's your
only
ability
that,
to be understanding of the situation. There's some
exactly.
men, especially men of we let's bring up the fact, brother, you Jamaican, amen. Some of your fellow brethren don't give a crap. You see what I'm saying? So that's all
Hmm.
about your understanding, your upbringing. It's several factors that come into play as it pertains to that. But everybody slacks on something. We may have started strong going to the gym this year. When last time you been to the gym? May have started off strong reading your Bible every day. When's the last time you opened it and read it without falling asleep? People
Right.
slack. That's what happens. We slack on God every day. He still go hard for us every day.
Still,
So it's about the grace and the mercy that is extended to us and how
Facts.
we're able to extend that same grace and mercy in every aspect of our lives, not just this, not just, the phileo portion the eros portion of love, but phileo, agape, every portion of love, every relationship that you come in contact with. We slack on our jobs, we slack on everything. It's just remembering and getting back up there, getting back on it, acknowledging that you slacked, rem- getting back to the point, finding that point, that breaking point, what caused you to slack, figuring out a solution, coming together, communicating.
absolutely. Absolutely, and I agree with that. And I feel like the guy that was on the video, he was very insensitive.
He sounds
I
very,
feel
very
like
hurt.
he was very
Somebody hurt
right.
his
He
feelings,
does. He does. And
and he's not
honestly,
forgiving them.
not only that, I feel like, and I don't know the man. I don't know who that is. Um, I didn't do my research to find out who he was. I just got the video. I wanted to talk about what was spoken of. Um, if he's saying what he's saying, he may be a person that have finances. Hey, cool, whatever. He may be. But my
Mhm.
thing is, what's the purpose of okay? What's the purpose of having finances if number one, you're not happy, and number two, you're not satisfied with 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 your living capacity or your living arrangements rather, because I don't know with me. I will say with me. Let me talk about me. With
Mhm.
me, I don't care if I had all the money in the world. It's nothing like walking in the house and smelling a fresh aroma of homemade cooked food from your significant other.
Mhm.
I don't give a rat's tail of how much money I have. I can buy a chef. I can pay for a chef. It's not the same from having a chef cooking your food and having someone you actually love cooking your food. And then he said, I can get my assistant to buy what I need to buy. Why does my assistant needs to know what I need to have in my house? I'm
I feel
sorry.
you, but that's the kind of life that he lives, right? And by the same token, I know a man who, when he walks in the house, he wants to see his wife at his door waiting on him to hug him, kiss him, cater to him.
Mhm.
If he ready to jump on it, she needs to be asking which way and how and where you want to do it. That's what he wants, and he'll pay people to do the domestic work, so that he has the time that he wants with her. Because for him, it's the time that she spends with him, not the acts of services such as cooking or being domestic.
Mhm.
There are other acts of
Mhm.
services he's much more interested in,
Mhm.
and that works for his house. That's just about what works for
Absolutely.
you. That's your for you.
Period.
It
Period. 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 At the end of the day, what works for
it's
you and
what
your
works for you.
household, do it. I'm not
Hmm.
knocking nobody else that if my what can I how can I say it? What my household needs are, if they're different from yours, I don't care. But
Right.
what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna sit there and knock a female that made a home a house and tell her, well, I can pay for somebody to do all of that. But what else do you bring to the table? Dealing with your bullshit, having to sleep next to you while you snore, having to be around you,
Because let me hey, hey, hey,
having to be in the house
ah,
while
because
you
let me
hot and I'm
explain.
freezing cold, and I gotta keep the AC, and I want the AC on. So I say, hey babe, leave the AC on. I'll put it on the daggone stove.
Jesus.
It's the little things that we
It
as
thinks
men fail
little
not to
things,
realize. We fail not to
little
realize,
things.
like It's the little
Little
things
Oh,
thing.
that
man.
we men forget and not to and don't realize that
Hmm.
no, it's the sacrifice
Picking up
that
behind you
whoever
like you a
you're
kid
with,
and you a grown ass man.
hello, doing the laundry, making sure the kids are good, making sure the kids' room is clean, making sure the kids got all what they need. You like it's. I totally disagree with how the man acted, and I don't want and like something like that could really just because my household needs are different than
Absolutely.
yours doesn't make mine strong and vice versa. Wrong or vice versa. Absolutely. And I just feel like I kind of got upset when I looked at that video. Real talk, I kind of got upset because that was terrible. That's where love and loyalty come in. Exactly,
Absolutely.
exactly, exactly.
What looks good, Josh?
Exactly. Now, Avis and Mercedes. Episode 6. If some of y'all go back and watch it, episode 6. It was a really, really, really good episode. Episode 6. It was a
Oh,
conversation
yes.
that was had, and one of our guests stated, "I love her to death. That's my friend." But some of you guys was on it. I love her to death. I told her we were gonna have a conversation. I don't know why she's not here, but but the conversation was she stated that females are born with value, and men are not born with value. Um, she also stated that because of that, females can do anything and become a boss. She said, it takes basically, in lack of better terms, it takes men way more effort and work to become a boss than females. What is your
That's what
take on
she
that,
had
Avis?
said.
I got two. I got three questions. I got three questions. Had to. Hey, first one.
Jesus.
Um, say why men don't have value.
She couldn't.
Okay, and then two. What qualifies as a boss? Like, what are the qualifications?
Her and Saquon argued for like 30 minutes. There
Oh,
was,
okay. Um,
I'm telling you, brother.
and of
what
course,
is the value? Is it numeric? Like, is it monetary? Is it because I can give birth?
that's what I
Because I
was
can't
saying.
give birth without a seed that comes from a man. So he's just as valuable because I mean, 1 + 1 = 2. That's
Mhm.
just basic rudimentary. So I mean, I could be wrong. Um, I there is nothing more beautiful that God has ever created than a man, more specifically a black man. I think that is the most beautiful
Shia.
and glorious creation
About
God could have ever made. And I stand by that with my whole heart. Um, and so I don't agree with that. I don't know her. I don't know where her value lies. I don't know what makes her think that that is the case, because what it really is that women, black women in particular,
Destiny. Oh, my
as far as
God.
the totem pole of society is concerned, we're at the bottom of it. So
hmm
we got to work extra hard just to be seen and to be heard. And when we are, if we do it a little too aggressively, if we do it a little too abrasively, then we the angry black female. You know what I'm saying? We got an attitude. We got a problem, and so I can't agree with that opinion.
Facts, Chantel.
I think a man has just as much value, if not more, than I do. But that's my opinion. APV, Avis
Mercedes.
point of view.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Pray God.
I I didn't understand on episode 6. But I do want to say that everything is relative to who you are personally, and maybe she thinks her value, um, is greater than what it seems to be, which is great. It's a great mentality to have. But y'all know how I feel with the my opinion is the only opinion type of thing. And I just don't agree with that type of standpoint. So I'm going to say that again. I don't think you should ever come from a place where you are um immalleable, or you can't be taught, or you can't hear anyone, because I don't
Yeah.
think that women are more valuable than men. And I think niggas ain't, but you know, they
But they valuable.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I got to say about it.
I want
And
to
we
say
bless
something
them.
so bad, but I'm not gonna. But I'm not gonna say it.
Say
I'll
it.
Which
probably text it. I'm gonna text it in
Saquon.
my bros chat
Say
text
it.
thread.
yeah,
Um,
Say it.
but I don't.
I caught you in the
I'm
spirit.
not
That
gonna say it. But I'm not gonna say it. But I'm itching. I'm itching to say it.
I
But
caught
if
you in
I
the
say it,
spirit.
I'm gonna
That
disrespect a lot of people.
say it.
And
That come on,
I'm not
come on.
and I never want to disrespect anybody, so I'm not gonna do it. Um,
right.
I'm not gonna do it. What is value? If one has to describe value, and if one says that a female is more valuable than a male, then we have to define what value is, because if that's the case, whatever your definition is, that means that the female the female beings are more defined for value than men. So I did my little research on what value means, and hey, the regard that something is held to deserve, the importance, worth, or usefulness of something. So when she said that, that basically means that females are held higher than men. They're more important than men. They're worth more than men, and they're most useful than men. A person's principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. And if you want to keep going further, value is the estimate of monetary worth of something, which means females are more monetary worthy than men. Considered someone or something to be important or beneficial or have a high opinion of, which means a female is more important and more beneficial than a male. That's what she said.
Hmm. I heard you say the definition. However, I
Huh?
feel like value. I feel like
Uh
value is nothing
huh.
tangible with intent, if
Uh
that makes
huh.
sense. You remember the
Uh
story in the
huh.
Bible, bro, was like, silver and gold have I none, but such as I have. It was the
Mm-hmm.
such, and no, I'm not about
The
to preach. Shut up.
such, mother.
It was
Take
the
them there.
such
It's the
because of his
such.
intent, because of
Mm-hmm.
where it came from. So if we
Mm-hmm.
go back to the domestication of a woman and the cooking and cleaning, I don't want you
Mm-hmm.
cooking nothing for me, or giving me anything if the intent is
It's
not
the
The intent.
intent.
there. So
Thank you
value
so
is
much.
nothing tangible without intent. If you come from a place of love, or if you come from a place of understanding, that makes you
Mm-hmm.
more valuable than your money,
Yes.
to me.
That's the end of the conversation.
Yes.
That's it. Because at the end, that's it. That is it. That is it for me. She's. I.
October 16th, 2018. Bishop Mark L. House posted, "The value of a person is not found in what they own, but what they can own up to."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to our TED
Come
Talk.
on, clap your hands. It's time for offering.
I mean, if You got to
It's
end
time
with the
for
GOAT.
offering.
Like, you can't say nothing else after that. That's the
Sow your
GOAT that just
seed.
spoke right there. It's not
Exactly.
what you own, but what you can own up to. I know. Listen. I'm in my kitchen right now, but let me look here. I know. I know I'm not domestic. I cook what I eat.
Right.
Don't eat much. I can make a mean macaroni and cheese. Why? Because I like it. It's my favorite dish. Okay. I cook it like I love you because I love the food. All right. That's why I cook it. All right. You're not gonna ask me to make no meat. I don't even buy meat. Okay. But that does not devalue me because at the end of the day, you eat this macaroni and cheese. You gonna know I made it in love. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm owning up to the fact that that's not me. That's not who I am.
Jesus.
I don't have that, and I'm okay with that. And as long as I'm okay with that, I'm going to attract and be around people that is okay with that. They okay with me because I'm okay with me. Mostly,
Right.
God rocks with you, girl. So I'm good. It's the intent and the such. I mean,
The value did a little research, and this is what I came up with, right? Came to value describes the personal qualities we choose to embody to guide our actions, the sort of person we want to be, the manner in which we treat ourselves and others, and our interaction with the world around us. What do you think about that?
give me that again. Value is
Values
what you.
describe Values describe the personal qualities we choose to embody to guide our
Mm-hmm.
actions, the sort of person we want to be, the manner in which we treat ourselves and others, and our interactions with the world around us.
I agree. I agree. I value who you are. I value who you
Hmm.
are as a brother. I value who you are as a friend.
Hmm.
I value your gifts, your ability to put together a mean, combination in a suit. I value Juby and the way he can bring heaven to earth
Hmm.
when he taps in. I value every last one of my brothers and sisters on the praise team. I value my bishop. I value these things because I see the evidence, tangible and intangible, the results of what those things bring to my life and how they greatly improve the quality of my life. And so yes, I agree with that.
So with Mercedes, and I know she's probably still alone, with Mercedes saying that value is not tangible, can we say value is tangible as well?
I It's tangible in that I can see its effects for me.
Okay.
Tangibility lies in my personal experience.
Okay. I got you. I got you. I understand that 100%. 100%. I understand that. Value. Does value determine your surroundings
Elaborate a little bit more on that.
based upon your value, based upon based upon the value that you have for yourself, based upon and I feel like value will determine your behaviors, your actions, your ethics for yourself. Based upon that, would your values that you have for yourself um, be equivalent to um, the people that you surround yourself with? If a person value, if a person if a person does an hour, because we of course have high value for ourselves. If a person that not oh, I'm sorry, let me not say that, because it let me not say that. If a person have values of being a have the values of a robber, most likely they would hang out with people of that sort, that
Mm-hmm.
have the same, that share the same values, as they do, right?
Mm-hmm.
can we say that based upon how you value yourself, that will determine your surroundings? That will determine who you hang out with. That will determine who you how you act around these people that you hang out with. Would your values determine your surroundings, your crew, your connections?
I would say yes, a great deal. You look at your inner circle, that tells you where you're gonna be the next 5 years. What are you guys talking about? What are your conversations? What are your aspirations? Are you gossiping, or are you building? Are you just going out to eat every day? Or are you looking for things to invest in? It that's what yeah, that's incredibly important, because these are the people that are feeding.
I would say no.
These are
You
the
go
people that
ahead.
are
You go.
feeding feeding into who you are. These are the people that you spend the most time with. You know, I count it a privilege and an honor to be around the people that I'm around, especially at church, especially in the group that I'm in. I pay attention. I see their growth. And if the people around you are growing, um, and you're stagnant, then it's time to take a more introspective look, because maybe there's something that you're not catching, that you're
Right.
not latching on to. Just like us, we get invaluable word every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Sunday. Um, but some of us some people sitting right next to us don't grasp it, because there's no desire,
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
there's no want. You gotta want it, as
True.
my good friend the Deacon Knight says. You gotta want it.
True. Justin said, "Hey, Tiana." Justin
Yeah.
said,
I would
"Not
just say.
necessarily." Hold on, Drew. Justin said, "Not necessarily true. I feel that as a friend
Okay.
or accountability partner, that sometimes you have to lead others to their fullest potential. I've had friends that have completely changed their lives based on being around others."
You guys, Justin is a really good friend of mine, who is an amazing interior designer, has
Yeah,
been featured on HGTV, and is just an all around good guy. And he is a person I
wonderful.
consider of high value, because he knows what it is that he wants to do with his life. He made no detours, and stuck to it and saw it through. He invested in himself. He
Yeah,
invested in his business. He believed that he could, and it has paid off. He has been featured in some really great magazines. He's on TV, in and out of here, between here, New York, and Los Angeles, just really
nice.
making a difference. And he stuck to it. And so seeing him do that for me is inspiring. And so those are the kinds of people that I like to surround myself with. They know what it
Yeah.
is that they want to do. They believe that they are capable of it. They invest in themselves and in their skill to ensure that they are at top performance. That's just like Juby's always. Every time I see him on a live, he's in front of a piano. He's in front of a keyboard, because he believes in his gift. He invests in his gift. He invests in his talent.
Oh, Jimmy, say something, bro.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Back to that point. Like, are the people around you building you? Like, if they see you f up, or you may have had a bad moment, because we
Bad
don't have
moments
bad
and good
days.
days,
We
exactly.
have bad moments. Um, are they encouraging you? Are they, hey,
Hmm.
get off your butt, let's move forward? Like, do you have people around you like that, who's consistently and constantly pushing you, because they know, hey, We gonna make it together. That's how I am. Anybody I'm connected to, I want to win. So whatever I can do to push you, so whatever, support you, whatever, I'll do it because I know at the end of the day, we all gonna win. It's enough to go
Yeah.
around for everybody.
And exposure is everything. Absolutely.
So are
Yeah.
that too? Are they
True.
exposing you to the right things? Are they giving you little nuggets to I say on the music side? What's good, Charles? How you doing, man? Um, I'll say on the music side, are they introducing you to some industry standards or in the business side of music or whatever, showing you the steps to get to where you need to be, or are they just latching on to what you have and then in the end try to bring you down because you doing good, but they not doing good, so they gonna tear you down because they trying to come up, but at the end of the day, it ain't gonna work.
That shows you. Love you, Samaja, and thank you for coming and joining us today. That shows you, but wouldn't that show you how they value themselves? Because a part of
Yeah.
value to me, and I can be wrong, but once again, this is just my opinion. To me, the way your value is kind of sort of ties into your self-worth. Once again, I could be wrong, but this is my opinion. Your value
Yep.
can gear to your self-worth. What do you how do you respond to certain situations can lead into how you value yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Very
Like
true.
me, for instance, certain stuff I'm not about to go back and forth with you about because I know for my value, how I value myself, I'm not gonna waste my time on that. I'm gonna say what I gotta say,
Facts.
and that's that. Some stuff I'm not even gonna respond to because of how I value myself. You get what I'm saying? So even with being around
Yes, sir.
or based upon my values I have or what I have for myself, those that's around me, I'm not saying I'm gonna keep you gun hold to the values that I have for myself, but in some area, our values is gonna connect. How we value each other, how you value yourself is going to connect. Because if you value yourself to a low standard and I value myself to a high standard, and we have a conversation, which communication, all things is key, and we have a conversation, then I'm really gonna be like, hey, yo, bro, what are you doing, bro? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why do you think of yourself that way? Why do you why is your why you're not keeping yourself abreast on this? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So back to why we even accountability. Exactly, Justin. Accountability is key. Um Now back to what started this, females being more valuable than men. My question is, how can that
Doug, what's
be
good, man?
if we all value each other differently? Our values for each other or our values, our personal values that we have separately are different. But at the end of the day, that doesn't make you more important than me. And if you really want to go there, if females are more valuable than men, why do y'all take our last name? Once again, not saying that we that either gender either gender is more valuable. But when you take our last name, you're putting our value on you, not just our stamp.
Yep.
You're putting our value on you. You're putting out the weight of our last name on you. Like Ava said, we are needed too for the females to produce, for the females to have children. We are needed. In order to have children, they are needed. When you look at a man, you can't think of a man and not think of a woman. Vice versa.
Yeah.
She's so dumb.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Hey, man.
saying? But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, no one is above anyone. No gender, no role, and like let's go back to the conversation that we previously just had. No gender,
Mm-hmm.
no role is more important than the other. I honestly feel like, and I do believe that how can I say this? What you deem to be valuable, stay true to that. Don't allow nobody to shift you,
Facts.
sway you. Don't allow nobody to shift you, sway you, deter you from what you believe to be valuable. Don't allow no one
Mm-hmm.
to tell you what you can't do, what you cannot do, what you can do, what you should do, just to make that person feel better about themselves.
Facts.
Don't allow your value to diminish based upon someone else's lack of self-worth or lack of value.
That's good, baby brother. That's good.
Don't do
That's
it.
real.
Don't do it. Don't diminish who
That's
you
real.
are to satisfy someone else. Your values,
Just
go
because
ahead, bro.
I was saying you diminish yourself trying to please everybody. That's not for you. Two, people get so caught up in trying to be in the crowd or popular or whatever, and you losing yourself because you
Right.
trying to be like everybody else. Pop talk about it all the time.
Stay in your
Stay in your
lane
lane and be
to
true
you.
to you. You know, and if you stay consistent in being true to you,
Don't.
you don't have to worry about folk not liking you or whatever. They gonna glean to you because you're
Right.
being you.
The
You
greatest
stand
person you can be is you. The
facts.
greatest person you can be is you. Anton, what's up, man?
Twan was
Mariah, what's
good.
up? Summer, what's up? So, I just said that like, I'm sorry, but I'm
Like
ready.
you and your wife? Yeah. Come back.
Like I'm like this. I'm sorry. Um, but
Yeah.
don't allow like don't do it. Like don't one of my pet peeves, bro, and you know this because I get on you sometimes. One of my pet peeves, bro, is someone not being true to them. I can't respect
Facts.
you. I mean, I'm gonna respect everyone, but you understand what I'm saying. I can't respect you if you want to sit there and try to be like Mike or like Joe.
Right.
Like you be yourself, man. Like be yourself. You're valuable. You're valuable. You're valuable. And because you're valuable does not mean you have to be accessible. One of my friends posted. She said, "You lose value when you're too accessible. Stay exclusive."
Big old facts.
Like, just because, yeah, be friends, be cool, but know who you are, man. Know who you are. Know what you stand for, and stand on it. Stand on it. Just because you do one
Right.
thing better than the next person doesn't mean that person is less valuable than you, and vice versa. Just because you see somebody playing better than you, Juby, you a dope musician. You dope as a mug. You get what I'm saying? But there's someone better than
Yeah.
you. But guess what? You
Facts.
stay in your lane. You do what you're told to do. You play by the power and under the anointing. Yo, you're valuable. I'm not the best stylist. I know this stylist way better than me. Way better than me.
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm valuable. I know what I'm doing. Avis, you can sing. You can act. But there's someone better. But guess what? You're valuable. You stay in your lane. You do what you do. You stay Avis. You get what I'm saying? Just because you see somebody in another
Exactly.
in a better platform, in a better stage, on a better, that doesn't mean that you're not valuable. And guess what? Half the time, the people that's on these stages suck. Half the time, some of these people on these stages
Huh?
shouldn't be there. They
Yeah, I
shouldn't
don't
be
want to talk
there.
about that part though.
You know what the difference is, though? They believe that they should, and you don't. That's the difference between someone with who knows what their value is and someone who doesn't. We all know Mary J. Blige is tone deaf. You think she care? She crosses
And
over their feet
Weak.
she can't dance.
and can't dance to save her life. But that can't dance that she do, valuable.
But
They
let me ask
expect
you.
to
But
see
let
her
me say
do.
this. But let me say this. But let me tell you this. It's valuable. They expect her to do it. And guess what? When you hear Mary J. Blige, everybody does the stumble.
Exactly.
When
Yeah.
they hear Juby, everybody know, okay, we finna go under. They hear Avis, everybody know that hair she wear is finna go back and forth, and we finna jump around and have fun. They hear Avis, and we sitting there, we're about to really feel glory. She's gonna take us to where God told her to take us. But guess what? She's gonna lead and she's gonna do what she does. Avis commands her songs.
Believe it or not, it took me a while to get there. It took me losing some things. It took me being at odds with myself and with the people that I worked with and that I was in the trenches with, that I was on this journey with, for me to realize I did not have to be them.
Mm-hmm.
I
She cut out.
Yeah.
She cut out. But yeah, bro, like we're not finna if you if you're with me, if you're around me, if I know you, if we're cool, right? You're not about to you're not about to think low about yourself, and I know you. That's not gonna happen.
Facts.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen
Facts.
because I value our friendship, and if I value our friendship, I gotta value you as a person. If I value you as a
Yep.
person, I'm not gonna let you devalue yourself. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen because we're a royal priesthood, bro. A holy nation,
Facts.
a peculiar people.
My God.
I'm not finna let you talk down to yourself. I'm not finna let you devalue yourself. If I see you posting something stupid, I'm gonna tell you. If I see you posting something that
Yeah.
you shouldn't be, if I see you doing something that you shouldn't be doing, I'm gonna tell you, whether you like it or not. Juby, how many times I tell you stuff that you don't like?
I ain't going for days. That.
What's my response, bro? I don't care if you don't like it, but this is what it is. At the end of it, I love you,
Yeah.
bro.
And it
Do better.
helps.
Vice versa. Yo, Saquon, you effing up in this area, right? You know you need to do better in this area, right? Because if I can't do that,
Yeah.
if I can't do it, and if I don't do it, that means I don't. If I don't do it, that means I don't value our friendship, and I don't value you as a person. If I can't do it, that's something different.
Facts.
If I can't do it, that means your value in terms of I can't do it to you because you won't allow me to. That means your value of yourself needs to come up higher.
Mm-hmm.
Iron sharpens iron. Absolutely, Avis. Absolutely. We should be able to value ourselves so much that if we are messing up, those who's connected to us can tell us when we messing up. That's how much we should value ourselves. That thinking highly of ourselves is like, get that out of here, man. Thinking that you better than somebody else, get that out of
Yeah.
here. Thinking that you're more than someone else, get that out of here. That mindset is terrible. That mindset is
Mm-hmm.
poison.
And then it starts leaking out to the people who's actually trying to support you for real. Then you draw them away.
They ain't got nobody.
And I ain't got
But
nobody.
I've learned, you know what I've learned, bro? I've learned that's how we grow. Absolutely. Absolutely. Forever pliable. Absolutely. Forever teachable. Absolutely. You know what I've learned, bro? The people who, and then after this we can go. The people, and you can give the last words. The people who
Got it.
were I don't want to say unloyal, but the people who had to learn the hard way, where everyone that was supporting them, basically they did something to where now they don't have no support, now they don't have no friends, now they just lonely. I've learned that some people have to learn like that. You have to hit rock bottom for you to understand who's
Mm-hmm.
really for you. And sometimes, bro, that's a God
Literally.
thing. Sometimes that's a God thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a God thing sometimes. But hey, my last fill, don't allow others to devalue you for you to devalue yourself. Don't do it. You are valuable.
Facts.
What you do is valuable. Your work is valuable. I don't give a rat's tail if you sweep the corner. I don't care if you sweep the train station or the bus. I don't care if you a housekeeper. I don't care if you work out at McDonald's or freaking Walmart. I don't care what you do. I don't
Right.
care I don't care what you do. You're valuable. You're valuable to someone. You're valuable for someone. You're valuable to yourself. You're valuable. I'm done, bro. Take it over.
Look, y'all. Another powerful bros chat tonight, y'all. I appreciate everybody who came in, who commented, who got on and said words, all of that, man. All of that matters. We appreciate y'all for real. Every time we get on, y'all showing love and support. So this is what I need y'all to do. Hit that follow button for me, for Saquon. Follow us on here. Follow us on Facebook. Do whatever you got to do, man. I'm telling you, we keeping this going for sure. We got a lot of great things coming up. So I'm letting y'all know it now.
Get ready.
Get ready.
We got a
That's all
lot
I
of
can
great things
say.
coming up. A lot.
Yeah,
A
it's
lot of
about to
great
be
things
good.
coming up. Once we're able to say it and to release some things that we coming up.
Okay.
Once we release it, baby, chill. Once we release it, and once we're able to release it, we will. But like Juby said, thank you so much for joining us, coming into the Bros Chat, listening. What's going on, man? Listening,
What's going on?
commenting. Thank you so much. You don't have to do it, but you did. Thank you so much for Avis, who joined us, Mercedes, who joined us. Who else came on today? Was it just them two? Pastor
Yeah, and the pastor.
Brown, thank you. Destiny, thank you for coming and
Yeah.
joining us. We're going to do this again next week. Every Thursday. We try to do it every Thursday. Bros Chat on Thursdays. Unless our schedule just don't cooperate with us. We jump on all times of the
Right.
day. So follow us so you can stay abreast on what we're doing on our Bros Chat. If you got a topic you want to discuss, throw it in the DM.
Send it.
If you got
Fact.
a topic you want to discuss, throw it in the DM. If you have something that you want us to talk about, something you want us to talk about privately or whatever, throw it in the DM. We won't disclose who sent it or anything like that. That's not what we do. But let's keep this growing. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this growing. We respect. We respect each other. We respect each other, and we just want this to continue to build and grow to what we know that God wanted to go. Jude, take us out, bro.
We love y'all. Grace and peace. Y'all be safe. Join us next week. Bros Chat. Senior topics. God be with you till we meet again.
And that's a wrap. Good night, y'all.